Giving feedback is one of the most important things that you will ever do as a manager, and most of us are doing it wrong. And we could say it's because we're bad at it, but it's probably more likely that you were never shown how to do it well. And so we either avoid it until there's a formal process forcing our hand, or we do it in a way that lands as criticism rather than coaching. And here's the thing about feedback. The goal is not to tell someone what they did wrong. The goal is to give them something they can use to help them to improve, get much better at what they're doing. So we've got to stop sandwiching the feedback between compliments, which I call a shit sandwich. They know what you're doing and they're just waiting for the but, and which, you're not being very kind doing that. You're kind of delaying the discomfort. So you have to really look at it as something that you're doing to help your employees to progress and get better at what they're doing. You need to be specific. Make sure that you are being direct in your language. Don't say things like your communication needs to improve. That actually really tells them nothing. So instead you would say something like, in last Tuesday's meeting, when you presented the update, I noticed a few people looked rather confused and asked for follow-up questions after. So let's talk about how you structure that information. And that then is a clearer way for people to understand what you're trying to say about their communication style, but it also helps them to walk away with some feedback that they can work on. We have to make it about the behavior and the impact that they are having, not make it personal. So ask before you tell. How do you think that went? You'll be amazed how often people already know, and if they know, your job is to help them to work through it and figure out what they can do differently, not to inform them what they got wrong. We're not here to revel in people's mistakes or failures. We have to give the feedback really promptly, not 3 months later in an annual review. You have to give it in the moment, close to the event, and while it's all still relevant. And so feedback really is a gift, but giving the feedback itself is actually a skill, and you get better at it through practice, unfortunately. So if you need to, you can practice with a friend, you can practice with your partner, your family, you could practice with me if you like. I'm here, you can drop me a DM and we can practice giving the feedback if you want. Alternatively, I have a product on my website to help you give better feedback. I'm Vicky Canham and I'm a career and leadership coach, and I'm here to help you become a better leader, and that includes giving better feedback and receiving feedback. You can follow me here, or you can drop me a DM and I'll send you a link to my website so that you can see what else I have available for you. I look forward to supporting you in your leadership journey.